Yep. There's the Mingos. There's me.
There. Here's. Here we go. All right. Hello, and welcome to everybody for joining us for special week 3 where we have the Mingos, the original Mingos, and then Mingos Light, as we prefer to call them here. Joining me today are Adam Suki and I forgot your name.
Wow.
Just call him Adam.
We're both Adam.
Jimothy Halpert is what I see in the Discord. How's it going, guys? How's the split treating your team so far?
Great.
Pretty
Mingos
good.
always win, never lose. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, speaking of Mingos never losing, I mean, one thing that we did get at least anyway, was a brand new Mingos version 2 logo. And, I mean, this thing is just, I mean, I gotta say, this is quality. Of all the ones that we got, this is great, just fantastic, just fantastically done. But, I mean, you know, Spank is still probably my favorite. Apparently, we have an original Mingos logo that we're supposed to get that I haven't gotten yet.
Yeah, it's in the lab.
So what changes are we getting to this logo? What's gonna you know?
So the logo it's just gone. You know, the squid, that's not us, man. Honestly, the Mingos V2 logo is just a knockoff version of our new logo.
I can send it to you, actually. I have it. My wife is a graphic designer. She made both the logos for our teams.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of handy to have somebody in house that can do that for you. That's
Yeah,
pretty nice.
we love exploiting her for free art.
That's pretty nice when you've got that. I mean, that's like this is kind of a fancy logo. All right. My wife is much more, she's really big into grammar and English, proper English and everything. And my college professors knew when I got married because my papers got better grammatically. They were like, Josh, this is great work. When did you get married? I'm like, how did you know? We seen your work. You're not capable of doing this. Somebody is clearly editing this for you. And I was like, so she helped my grades go up. So here we go. Nice new Mingos logo. We will resize this one. We'll get rid of that one. We'll make sure to get this one over to Alex and Jack to get these two up on the side. And they're standing out now. I mean, the fluorescent really stands out. So I mean, fantastic job to your wife. I mean, those are really well done. But going on to the show, we're going to go over some week 2 recap and then get our rankings done going in. And these guys have some pretty. Well, we're gonna let the rankings speak for themselves. Recapping Golden in week 2, we have the Rivals taking out the Goon Gang, Reign of Kings taking out Spawn Point, and Mingos version 2 taking out Spank. Jimothy Halpert, how did this game go against Spank? Spank's seeming like a pretty good team, but you guys were able to take care of business with these guys. How did this game go for y'all?
I mean, I have to give credit to the Spank boys. They gave it their all. They got a lot of heart. They definitely play for fun though. I mean, there was a 2-0 like every other series has been so far for the Gold Cap. Can't say it was that difficult for us, but they're my favorite team of all ever. So
is it the logo that did it for you? Is it the logo that made them your favorite team?
Yeah, I think losing week 1 just kind of bonded us in the suckiness of that. So
fair enough. And then week 2, what we've got going on is that we have a Spawn Point that's already taken out Spank. Goon Gang did get the edge of the win over the Mingos. But I am looking at Rivals or ROK Gold. Now, on that final game for Gold this week, which one are you thinking is going to go the way of this game? Is it going to be Rivals or ROK Gold?
I mean, I haven't gotten to see Rivals yet. But ROK kind of fell apart after the first week. It seemed like they were replacing a lot of their members, so I would think Rivals had the edge.
Not to spoil anything, but there was discussions that took place. Is about all I can say. They at least kept it together, unlike Area Crowd Control and some of the other ones in Platts, as Adam probably remembers from Splits past, that Mingos themselves actually had a hand in beating teams so badly that they just imploded. I think you guys did that.
Moon.
I think you guys did that to 2 teams, and every time that happened, I'm like, why? I mean, I'm glad that, you guys won, but I'm like, why? How do you guys do this to our teams? But with the game against Goon Gang, what happened with the game against Goon Gang, Jimothy? And is there anything you guys can learn from that to come back?
I just want to get out in front of it, and I don't want to make any excuses. But our support. He was homeless over the weekend after the flooding. He was staying in a hotel for a couple of days, didn't really get a chance to practice. He also had a fantasy football draft going on at the same time. So if you watch the VOD and you see him standing still getting caught, he was probably drafting, and we don't blame him for that. Our ADC, again, not trying to make excuses for anybody. Goon Gang played well, but our ADC,
That's diabetes.
he was lagging. He was lagging, and he has diabetes, which is just a constant. I mean, that's just a constant thing. Our mid laner, it was his girlfriend's birthday, and she was sitting next to him. A little bit of pressure there. Not ideal. Our top laner, he's just always a little angry. I think he's got a poop. I played pretty perfectly. I don't really have anything to say about me, but I can't 1v5, not to make excuses, but
I would say some of those seem like legitimate excuses. I know, if you've got your significant other sitting next to you waiting for you to get done, that is additional pressure. There's everything that can go on. I myself have, also involved in fantasy football, well, here and there. But what I do in fantasy football, and this is probably going to trigger those that play fantasy football serious, I will go through the draft as many good players as I can, and then I won't check in. I'll get messages from people asking me, hey, you gonna trade? Hey, you would do this? Hey, you gonna do this week? And I'm like, no. But you're just sitting on those players. I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to play, and you guys invited me, and you wouldn't leave me alone. So now I'm hoarding all of the good players, and I'm not giving them out. And so now you've got to suffer as a result of it. And the ones that have found out my number and texting me, I just text them cat fact of the day every day until they leave me alone. A little bit of trolling 101. But for Mingos, hoping you guys can bounce back from that. You guys are fun to watch. Even though some of the series you guys haven't been able to pull out and win in, you guys are fun. A lot of good potential there. And now for our favorite part, which is the rankings for gold. And I'm gonna let you run through this list right here. So explain the order list that you guys have right here, and why is everybody in the position they're in.
Well, I mean, we can start from the bottom. 6 Spank boys. I don't know if they won this week. I can't remember what you had on there, but I don't think they won yet. Again, they got a lot of heart, but they're not the best team there. RK, I don't know, falling apart after the first week. Haven't played them yet. Don't really know exactly how they're going. Goon Gang, their team fighting was messy. Their macro was messy. They just picked a couple champions that we couldn't deal with. And again, not to make excuses, but everything that I said earlier, all those excuses that I said earlier. Spawn point number 3. They beat us week 1. No excuses for that one other than our team has completely changed since then. We dropped our mid laner and we lane swapped every role except for jungle. Mingos number 1. I think it's pretty obvious. If you just look at the games, you don't need to look at the results of the games, but if you were to watch the games, you would know who the best team is.
No, you've got Rivals number 2. What do you have those guys number 2 for? I don't know if you guys have played them or not yet.
Haven't played them yet. They seem tough. I don't know. The one guy was trash talking me in Twitch chat the other day on one of our VODs. So I don't know.
It'll be interesting. Ours are slightly. Actually, wait a minute. Let me go ahead. You guys is slow. This is an update. There we go. So how'd you guys run third? Spawn Point and Good Gang are looking pretty good at this point, but a little bit of messy, but they've won more of their games so far. But this is going to change. Early on, especially in Golden and Plat. I don't know if I'm saying Gold and Plat. We don't have Diamond anymore because they're all smurfing or cheating. But early on, a lot of teams kind of begin to, they change rosters a lot. They new players are getting together playing, and it just takes a little bit of time once you all synced up. And once teams we see sync up, like the Mingos version 1, once these guys are synced up and on board, they're really, really tough to beat. And if anything, like you guys have seen major changes, Jimothy. You guys are, have a great lineup. You guys have a good team. It's just getting over some distractions you did have. Maybe the guy needs to break up with his girlfriend until the split's over. And then, hey, baby, here's some prize money I got. Let me take you on a date to the McDonald's dollar menu. Don't get just stay on the dollar menu. Just that. Because we pay the big bucks around here. But Gold will, hopefully we get some more teams for next split and have you guys kind of split up from the divisions. But I think, you guys are shaping up to be a really solid team. And, more Mingos, the better. I said it. It's on the record. I said it. The more Mingos, the better. So there we go. Moving on down to Plat now. Plat. For Ruin Nation. This is what you've got for Ruin Nation here. You've got Dogmar's team, ROK, Redemption, Lamp, Ponch, and VNG. Why in Ruin Nation do you guys have these divided like this?
All right. So, Dogmar's team, that's a give me. Dogmar's the GOAT. Dogmar is God. Hard to argue with that one. Uh, and then there's, ROK, second place, like they're going to be this season. Right where they belong. Don't really know. I mean, there's Lamp. Their ADC is kind of a sussy baka, and I don't know any of the other guys really. So, Ponchos suck.
Watching VNG, I think is one of most of their games now. VNG did have a little bit of that. I want to say,
Right.
how do I call this? Drama earlier or last week, but they have been vetted. We've gone through everything with their ADC that they had. There were some suspect things, but we talked to the team and they were very open, worked with them. So
Oh, that's the silver goat.
everything has been answered there. So nothing, we have vetted that. And then for the Sentinel group, this is verbatim what he sent me. Mingos 2 through 6. I literally don't know any of them, and they all suck, so it doesn't matter. So I guess this is.
Yep.
Kind of self-explanatory.
I've got some beef with Garlic. They threw us in the easiest group. We're gonna get no good practice this season, and then just losing playoffs again. Kind of upset on that one.
I listen. If we could sit there and actually divide it up evenly, I think we would spend time to do that. But it's all about the RNG is what we've got right now. But I think this is the third split. I think we've actually split up you guys and ROK. I don't think we've put you guys and ROK in the same division at all.
Yeah,
so
the first split we were in the same division, and that was the only time we beat them was in the group stage.
Oh, all right. But you did also do one step further, and you ranked the entire Plat division 1 through 12, and so
yeah. So this is actually
this is the
Jimothy
full complete
rankings.
Okay. Oh, this is Jimothy's rankings. Okay, so Jimothy.
Yeah.
So Jimothy, you went through the Plat here 1 through 12. So explain yourself. Like Ignopius when we brought him on split 1 when he said they were going to be number 1 and then Mingos were last. Explain yourself here.
So it took me a while, and I did a lot of thinking on this. But I didn't watch any of the Plag games, so I just went through and picked whoever won week 1 and just kind of randomly shuffled them. And then I put the people who lost week 1 at the bottom. Just kind of randomly. So
that's fair. That's a fair point. Because this is pretty close to what we've got here.
It's actually a pretty good tier list.
I was gonna say, I was like, this is not terrible. BNG, I think is probably a little bit low. Lamp maybe a little high. Lamp, I love Lamp. Know the guys on Lamp, a lot of great guys. It's one of those teams where you see the potential at them, but they just need to kind of come together and put it together as a team. It's just right there. They'd be a great team if they could just get things together. For Ruination, it's pretty close to what you guys have. I've got Redemption last just because I think they've had a couple of easy games up early on. ROK at third because I think they're overrated right now. There, I said it. Ponch, I think, can probably make a run at playoffs. And Vengeance Gaming, they've kind of surprised a couple of people. And then Dogmar, gotta give it up to Dogmar. How he's in Plat now, I have no idea. Last I checked, I thought this guy was like silver, but apparently he's Plat. I don't know where the years have gone. He has just improved so much. Sentinel, pretty close to what you guys had. Well, Mingos first, 2 through 6, you don't really care, but Deadbro Gaming has been a nice surprise. MG Mercenaries has been a nice surprise. Urgottem is one of the teams last split that's
you're in gold, right?
Yeah, Urgottem was they were either gold or plat. I think they might have been gold. And they made it. They made it. Well, one of them made a run at playoffs, and they won the last 2 games in the season. Didn't think they were. Then they won a game in playoffs and knocked off a high-ranking team, and then got their way. I think they finished in the top 3 or 4 last split, which surprised everybody. So they're kind of a middle of the pack team. Urgottem has the potential to do some upsets. But Plat, like you said, and I did say it last time. I do think this is a somewhat easier conference for you guys, and probably for Dudbro Gaming and MG Mercenaries too. Then compare it over here. Over here, I think there's a lot of teams in here that this is Ruination is slightly tougher. And I think honestly, if we had Mingos over here, it would probably be a bloodbath for playoffs because we would probably have 2 or 3 teams that are playoff worthy. that would lose out their spot to teams in kind of a maybe close to, I don't want to say lesser tier, but teams that aren't as good as their counterparts should be.
Yeah.
So Platt is looking to be a little bit of spicy. We've got some new teams kind of coming in here, and I'm excited for what Platt playoffs are going to be looking like. And for last week in Platt, we had Reigning Kings over Paunch, Redemption over Dogmar, unfortunately, Vengeance over Lamppost, Mercenaries over Pigs My Fly, Mingos over Dead Bro Gaming, and Urgottem over Donzers. Now looking ahead to Platt for this week, I've got ROK over Redemption. Who are you looking at for this game?
I mean, it's got to be Redemption. Like you said, ROK really overrated right now.
Okay, then Lamp over Paunch. I've got Paunch over Lamp just because every time I pick Lamp to win, they just break my heart every time.
Yeah, it's got to be the Poncho boys.
All right, then who you got for VNG against Dogmar?
I mean, that's a gimme. It's Dogmar Gaming every day of the week, every week of the year.
Then Pigs Might Fly versus Urgottem.
Yeah, Seiko, or gotta be kidding me if you think I'm voting for those guys. It's Pigs Might Fly.
And then Mingos, you guys took out Donzers, and what was that game like for you guys going over Donzers? I mean, you guys have pretty much been 2-0, I think most teams at this point.
Yeah, so we just wiped the floor with them game 1, and then we were going to practice being behind in game 2, so we went down about 0-7, and just won the game. The easiest game of my life.
So you guys didn't do any trolling like you guys did against GSM Gold, formerly Plat, last split?
No trolling.
That
just
was
a little trolling.
I still think of that game as the most. That game.
That was against Dogmar Gaming, my Rise Jungle game.
Oh man. And
yeah, GSM was too afraid of my Rise Jungle, so they banned it every game.
I mean, Rises, he is a champ you don't see that could pop off like he does, especially with that ult. I mean, a good timed Rise ult like that can get in and out of fights. Just it's great ult if you know how to use it. The last one for Dudbro Gaming and MG Marks. Who you got in this one?
G Mercs.
All right, and we will see what happens here with Platt. Still a lot of season. Still a lot left to play this season. I think there's a 5. I'm staff. I should probably know this.
I've got like 7 games left or something.
Schedule.
Because it's a double round robin, correct? We play each game twice, each team.
You guys play everybody twice, and then so it should be wrapping up. Yep, you guys have still plenty of time left. We'll probably start looking at playoff contentions around week 4, week 5. Oh, actually, week 5 or week 6. Actually, week 4 will not be here. We'll be in Indianapolis in a conference. But now it is time for our favorite time of the day, and that is: are these skins hot or not? And so far, you guys have brought us some pretty interesting skins lineup. You guys have Cats versus Dogs, all the Seraphine skins, Galaxy skins, and Dark Star skins. And for you guys, are the Cat versus Dog skins, are these hot or not?
Absolute abominations.
Yeah,
all right.
Not.
The only redeemable skin is Meowkai.
Corky.
I will agree with that. I am not a huge fan of these. They're the Fizz. Honestly, of all of these, it's the Fizz skin.
It's a crime against God.
It really frustrates me every time I see that, because you forget it's Fizz, then you go to attack and he jumps up on the little thing is the trident, and it's like, all right, come on, whatever. Dark Star. This one with Lux.
Yeah,
Dark Cosmic. The Dark Cosmic skins, are these good or not?
Take it away, Jimothy.
I mean, like, I'm not a big skin guy.
All right, I'll take it back.
Yeah,
they have, these skins have some of the best animations in the game. A lot of them are legendary, so that tends to help. But the Jin skin, the Lux skin, woo!
These are phenomenal skins. All of them are fantastic, and you can't convince me otherwise. Seraphine, I'm gonna go and answer this for you. It's not. I can't stand the Seraphine skins. These are abysmal. The one skin where you've got to win and level up and unlock the other skins. I don't know what they were thinking with that. It was probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. And then the Galaxy lineup skins, I actually think all these are pretty great. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm a big Rumble enjoyer. Super Galaxy Rumble, goated skin. Glad they kept the skin line going. It just pumped out a lot of bangers.
You guys had some kind of old school skins we haven't gotten to yet. The Heartseeker skins, I cannot stand these for nothing. None of them. What about you guys?
Heartseeker was on my not list. Yeah, I just think they're lame.
What about the Academy skins?
I think they're even cringier.
You're wrong. These are actually great, and this is why you lost that last game you did. This is why.
That's the hair on all of them. Oh my! Have you ever seen anyone run any of those anymore? I've not seen that Echo skin in forever.
I will say the newer Academia skins, as we refer to as Anime Leona, some of the newer ones are a little bit more cringy because I remember the first time in a game they said, "Oh, you've got the Anime Leona skin." I'm like, "What?" And then when I pulled up the splash chart, I go, "Oh, this is the anime lineup. That is what this is."
Anime Leona is perfect, and I will protect her.
I will say that the surprise party one is also pretty messed up here. If you can't see these, this is what I got from that. It's got the Oreo Banana Soraka, which I cosplayed as a couple of years ago. I probably need to redo that one again. And then Earth the Nami T. This one is just love Nami. Can't stand this skin for nothing. Though I will say, somebody said that the old version of Fiddlesticks, Surprise Party Fiddlesticks, the animations with that were fantastic, and he actually played them for us over. So I will defend Surprise Party Fiddlesticks is a pretty fun skin to have with it. And then the Odyssey skins. What do you guys think about these?
Ed, what's the theme here? What are they going for? What is that shit?
It's supposed to be, so when they first came out, I thought it was really cool when they first brought these out because you had the little, mini game you could play online, which was, I forgot League actually made League of Legends for a hot minute because we would just play the little mini game you could as the Odyssey thing. But it was supposed to be like, fantasy in space. I mean, they introduced Yasuo, Sona, Jinx, and they brought out, I think, MF was one of the newer ones that they brought out. And so some of the in Super Galaxy, or not Galaxy, but Kane also. So I guess it's supposed to be more like a fantasy in space travel kind of thing. Somebody said they looked like they were trying to go for a Firefly kind of look. But it's really the reason I hate this lineup is because they gave Yasuo and Kane a skin. And that's really it. Jinx and Sona I like, but Yasuo and Kane, come on.
Yeah, we'll say the cinematic was cool.
Hold on now. Blesswis, I don't know who you are, but you just said the Firefly sucks, and
that's Chandler Clark. Okay. R.A.D. carry.
I will remember this betrayal. Okay. All right. And then lastly, we've got the Riot skins versus Elderwood skins. And what are y'all's takes on these?
Dude, Elderwood skins are just works of art. Elderwood, Nocturne, Warren, Hecarim,
Bard. They're all beautiful.
Lovely skins.
I will say they are fantastic. Some of them a little bit come up. The Elderwood Nocturne looks fantastic. I love the animations, the way it looks. His ult, his things in game are fantastic. It didn't make sense for me why he got one, but it looks great. And I guess with the he uses this thing in the darkness and in the forest, so maybe Ivern's a little bit on the nose, a little touch on the nose for me for giving Ivern one.
Riot stopped thinking about that a long time ago. I feel like they just flip a coin to figure out what skin they're giving what champion these days.
And then what about the Riot skins? The Riot skins.
solid skins, right? You got the Blitzcrank one up.
Canine asses.
It goes wee woo and you hit W.
And the Kale too.
It's for me, I guess it's hit or miss on who you get, but it's like for having Riot skins, like I almost expected it to be, like it. I don't know, something of like West Coast. Yuppie in a high-rise office, oh, these are the Riot skins. This is our Riot company. They're like the employees who they kind of craft them after. But I mean, it's you know,
subverts your expectations.
Yeah, I just,
and that's why it's awesome.
It's like it's something. It's something. I'll give it that.
It's meant to represent the constant assault that Riot employees take from the players. You know.
I guess that would make sense. That'd be it. That's why they've got all this up. That you know, you can't protect us if we've got our shields up. I do remember when you could get what was a Riot Girl Tristana was a free skin that you used to be able to get if you liked their Facebook page. You could get the free code from that, which was broken time and time again. I don't think I ever got that skin. But anytime they tried to get free codes, just wasn't working out. But thanks, guys, for hopping on the show with us. Well, you guys already played your games, so good luck at your games in the following week. And I hope to see you guys turn around, Jimothy. You guys got a great lineup. Looking forward to seeing you guys bring it. And, we'd love to see some, double Mingos playoffs coming up. And, and is there, and I got to ask you, Adam, is there any hope for a Diamond Mingos team?
Which one are you talking to? We're both.
Yeah, which Adam?
We're both named Adam, by the way. And we're both junglers for Mingos.
Oh, well.
Platinum. I know you're talking to me. So we actually put together a Diamond Mingos team, and we tried to enter Get Wrecked, and there was just no league to be had. It was going to be some fan favorites, ex-PTG members, TN and Tulsa, and then star mid laner Exercise, former jungler for Snake, with some random bot lane. So get that Diamond advertising out. Come on.
I mean, we'll do what we can to try and get them up there. I think Mingos would be I think a ton of fun to see you guys in Diamond. It would be even better to see you guys pull out full victory in playoffs, which I think you guys are on it. I think you guys are capable of. Maybe I don't know. Chandler Clark might need to be replaced. I mean, your top laner may need more coaching. I mean, those are just small things for me. I think Chandler, just regardless. I think after the comments in the Twitch chat, I mean, just should be banned regardless. I mean, that's how I feel on that. But anyway, thanks, guys, for coming in and hanging out. We will not be here next week. I'm getting word that Dogmar may be doing something. We'll see if they actually do it or not. But if not, next week we will certainly be back week 4 and do a big old, or week 5 and do a big old weekly recap. And we'll see what we can get on for that week. But everybody, good luck with the games this week, and we will see you guys later. Talk to you soon.
Always a pleasure, Seiko.
Thanks for having us.
Yep. Good night. I'll see you guys.